What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of Amateur Hour. We are going up against Zap today, and what would an episode of Amateur Hour be if we didn't go up against some Ubers? We're going up against a Darkrai, as well as a Yveltal, but we also are going up against a Barbaracle? I do not know how to pronounce this Pokemon's name, and I cannot recall it from memory, but I know that it can Shell Smash, but like that's it. What is Barbaracle? Have you guys ever seen one in a competitive play? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about that Pokemon, because I think it's a joke. So we're gonna start things off with Gengar Sableye. I tend to start off with this lead, especially if my opponent is using a Darkrai, because we can just Gravity Hypnosis, and just it's always funny to me to put other Darkrai's to sleep because that's what they're known for. So we're just gonna start this one off. We're gonna get right into it and showcase Barbaracle. I mean, I gotta see what this thing's name is first. Barbaracle. Hold on. That could be it. That could be wrong. It only showed me for a second. So, like, hold on. We're gonna have Gengar Sableye, Barbaracle. Yeah, that's its name. I'm probably butchering how it's pronounced, but man, I think it's is it a Water Rock, if I'm not mistaken. It can get Shell Smash. I was definitely assuming that it would here, so I go for the Gravity, I go for the Hypnosis, and I'm thinking, well, you know, if it Shell Smashes, I might still be faster with my Gengar, but I could just Quash and Hypnosis again in a second turn. So that's one of the reasons why my team is so good, is I have the potential to put everything asleep, and it's a single target sleep. It's not as strong as Dark Void, but it's not as cheap as Dark Void either. So he decides just to go for the rawest Stab Stone Edge on my Sableye. Doesn't really do that much damage, and I'm like, okay, fine, I don't really need to bother with you then. I can just burn you and then ignore you for the rest of the game while taking out a much more higher priority Pokemon in Darkrai. Unfortunately, he lives through my first Sludge Bomb, and man, that's going to take 2 turns. I have to Sludge Bomb this Darkrai for 2 turns, and yeah, I do, but no big deal. So Barbaracle is going for a nuke on my Sableye slot. I decide, you know, it's definitely time to switch Sableye out. He's definitely outlived his usefulness, and the only thing that would stop me here is a Quick Claw Darkrai with Dark Void, and that'd be lame, so I'm not going to quash that. I'm just going to switch out into Giratina here and use Sludge Bomb one last time. Note that I use Sludge Bomb instead of Hex for some reason, just because you want to save all of your moves. You don't want to show all of your moves unless you have to. That's one of the strengths of Pokemon. And I think he reads me there and reads my switch and just goes for a raw Stone Edge onto this onto my Mega Gengar. This guy's hit with 3 Stone Edges, right? He's hit with 3 Stone Edges. What luck! But he hasn't gotten any crits yet, so it's completely Still unfair. Yeah, that's what it is. So he goes for a Foul Play. My Gengar slot doesn't have Sucker Punch, as I go for a Will-O-Wisp up onto his Yveltal. And I would love to Hex the Yveltal, but like, he resists my Ghost attacks, so I'm probably just going to have to Sludge Bomb him, as he goes for another Stone Edge on my Giratina. This one crits, so he's hit with 4. He's crit with 1 of them. This guy's luck is insane. And I wonder how much longer it's going to last. I'm pretty much going to ignore that Barbaracle forever, because, like, even though these Stone Edge are doing decent damage, it's like, is it really worth taking a turn to attack it? I don't think so. So I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb up onto the Yveltal slot. Does decent damage. As we see, he goes for Phantom Force, which is like the younger step cousin of Shadow Force, which my Giratina goes for. So definitely a bunch of force is activating here. We got the dark side and the light side. I guess that's a bad Star Wars joke. But anyways, bunch of forces going on, bunch of Pokemon taking damage in different dimensions from statuses, and Barbaracle's sitting there all there by his lonesome. So Gravity is finally returned back to normal. My Gengar is going to switch out because I don't think you can protect against Phantom Force, similar to the way Shadow Force works. I'm going to come in and fodder my Sableye here. He goes for the Phantom Force. It's going to hit on Sableye, and that animation is so cool looking. I would love to use that as a thumbnail if I already wasn't making a video about how lame Barbaracle is. So my Giratina is going to come in here, and it's going to hit the Barbaracle. It's actually not even going to KO, but that's because I'm super weak. But it really doesn't really matter, because you can't really do any damage here. Like, look, he's going to go for Earthquake, and it's going to do 12 damage. That did about 12. Yeah, 12 damage. So pretty good Earthquake there. I know he doesn't stab it, but, I mean, he should have just kept his luck with those Stone Edges, man. He was hitting all those Stone Edges, and he's definitely starting to tick out from Burn over there. Barbaracle's ticking out, and I send my Gengar back in. We already know the Yveltal does not have Sucker Punch, or at least it hasn't used it yet. Yveltal's going to eat the Sludge Bomb and go down. And then, oh, I get a crit, so my bad, I got a crit, I got my own crit. We're 1-1 in the crit department, as my Giratina is just going to pop a double team, because there's no reason to charge up a Shadow Force when I can just double team right here and let the Barbaracle tick out. And he finally goes for a Brick Break, which definitely will not work against my double Ghost board. So that was one final move that he threw out, and like I said, it's Pokemon. You don't want to reveal too many of your moves. You want to keep on using the same move if it works, because it shows, you know, less about your team, especially in best of 5 matches and best of 3s. So the last Pokemon is Charizard, and it's going to be Charizard X. It gains a significant boost to its defensive stat, as well as the Tough Cause ability upon Mega Evolving. And Mega Charizard X is kind of scary if I didn't have this board. But I'm just going to go for a Sludge Bomb. I got nothing to lose here. I'm fishing for a Poison, which I don't get, but he replies with a Fire Blast. He's going to hit my Gengar with that. And he's going to equal up those crits. Well, not even equal. He's crit me twice now. He's crit me twice, and I have to crit him once. So he's definitely winning the crit department, the crit war here. As I charge up a Shadow Force, remember I still have that double team from earlier, so it's going to definitely come into play a little bit later. As I said in my last Pokemon, is it my last Pokemon? Yeah, Sableye got KO'd, so Lugia is going to be my last Pokemon here, and it's funny because his Charizard was going to go down to my Giratina Shadow Force, but he pops a Fly, and it's going to avoid my Aeroblast, it's going to avoid my Shadow Force, which is kind of funny that I always get outplayed like this in the last minute, because this is where you want to style on people, and they just Fly on you, and you just... it sucks. So, fortunately for me, he missed his Fly because I had that double team, and I crit him back with a high critical hit Aeroblast, equaling up the critical hit score 2-2, but winning the game overall. So, let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments below. What do you guys think of Barbaracle? I think it's terrible. Either way, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.